Okay, so today I want to talk about the thing which will get very much popular in future. Is everyone knows it, that everyone need everyone will need to be a poly-skilled person. He will need to be multi-skilled at yeah, he will need to be multi-skilled in ideation mostly, because all of the things because all of the things that need to be turned into SOPs, those will be done by AI, and a lot of thinking too will be done by AI. That is true, but this concept of being multi-skilled was already stated by a lot of people earlier. It probably would have had, and yeah, it probably would have had. But from whom I came to know was Yuval Noah Harari's book in 2018, 21 Lessons for the 21st Century. In that book, there were many things. There were 21 lessons all in all, but the core of that, which I took for myself, was what I remember is that we will need to be multi-skilled. That's what I took from that book. It was the explanation behind that in that book was that, see what's going to happen in 2018 when this book came out. At that instance, that timeline I'm talking about, at that time what was happening, there was information age. Everyone was getting a lot of information about a lot of things. Everyone was getting exposed. Children were being exposed to a lot of information from the point of view that a lot of the elders are not that smart. Children had started to figure out that a lot of the elders are not smart. A lot of elders to everyone was getting exposed to a lot of information. So what was then going to be? It was that the next thing to happen was, when everyone gets a lot of information, what happens is that most of them will just shrug it off and will just try to enjoy the dopamine hit of all the information. A lot of facts channel started coming up on YouTube and the social media, and people tried to be action faking. Yeah, people started action faking within themselves by watching these fact videos, all the arbitrary fact videos. See, okay, so what my point is that only few possibilities was there at that time. Meaning few things was meant to happen. First of all, if it's at the bottom of the thing at that time, that we are at the bottom of the information at that time, that information will only grow. That was the only possibility that was going to happen. And when everyone will get a lot of information, then then the value of information won't be so much. I mean, for the amount of information available at that time, it won't be so much helpful. So it will only go upscale from that. I'm not able to explain so well, but yeah, and that's why I'm doing these videos, that I want to get better at speaking, but I'm not doing it. Okay, so in that it was well explained in 21 Lessons of the 21st Century that soon what will happen, people will start competing among themselves due to age of information. A lot of people will have a lot of information, and they would, even though few people, but that number two will be huge, that they will know what to do in life, what matters and what doesn't, and on that basis there will be competition in every type of field. That is bound to happen. It was explained in that book. It is bound to happen that people will compete a lot in everything in the coming years. So that is what is happening right now. Everyone right now is fearful of, not everyone, I mean, we know for a fact that what thing will happen is people will need to be skilled at a lot of things that earlier they thought they wouldn't have to be, because a lot of the white collar jobs are gonna go away, because it's gonna, I mean, it's most of them will go away. Simplified, but simplified version I'm explaining. I don't know the complicated version too, but complicated version would be that a lot of the lawyers won't go out of job ASAP, because they would need to do all the technical, all the procedural things to do, and we can't rely on AI for those. Humans will be needed, signatures and all. So, but it was clear in that book, it was explained in that book that it will happen, and that's why I started learning a lot of skills. See, it was not that that book told me that I should do that. It was that I observed that my thinking was right. My thinking was right. That before the book too, I had thought to myself too that as this is the age of internet, so it is highly probable that competition will grow within this too, and due to a lot of the competition, new technologies will emerge, and it will be at random, and out of those, something new, something so amazing that people wouldn't have thought before would come out, and it did. LLMs are a new thing now. It's not a new thing even now. A lot of the new things are happening and will continue to happen. A lot of new revolutions will come out in a lot of science fields. A lot of negative things will come out too, but we will need to manage those. Now the next thing that can only happen is BMIs. That is the only next thing that can happen. That will be so big of a revolution that nothing would be needed to done. For example, right now we give a lot of command to LLMs. How? Through speaking, through coding, through typing. But when the BMIs will be inserted in the brain, then we wouldn't need even a lot of the devices like mouse, keyboards. We won't even need to speak. I don't know if it will be possible or not. I don't know the complexities of those, but yeah, those are the things. I had to say a lot of things, but I've forgotten all. I can't keep this video raw. I'll have to edit it all. What the hell? But no one's gonna watch it, so I can, I guess, not cut it. Let it be as raw it is. As raw of a video it is. I don't know why I'm speaking that way.